Today, we're replacing a leaky kitchen faucet. Ooh, look at this new concrete work I forgot to mention. Nice, nice. Recently vacated apartment. Left reasonably clean, but has a drippy, leaky faucet, as you can see. This one has a bonus feature too. I don't know if you can see the little sprig of water squirting out the side there. Yeah, that's a sprayer right there. See what we can do. Oh, we have a leak down here too. Looks like the sink basket is also leaking, a pretty steady leak. So we got to replace a faucet and a sink basket. It's all good. For both of these repairs, you want the water supply hot and cold in the off position, so you can replace the faucet, obviously, and so that the water's not dripping on you while you are replacing the basket. The first you do is loosen the nut from the basket. Loosen this nut from the main plumbing and pull away the tail section. This ring screws onto the bottom of the basket underneath the sink, and when it's removed, the basket comes out easily. Yuck. Looks like we have a pretty good basket here. Maybe the plumber's putty has failed. We'll figure it out. After removing the excess plumber's putty from the lip of the basket and the lip of the stainless steel sink, apply new plumber's putty. Comes out of the little bucket like Play-Doh. You need to roll this into about a 6 or 8 inch strip. After the rolling the putty between your hands to about this consistency, place it around the lip of the basket thusly. Place the basket, after cleaning the excess plumber's putty off, in the new hole. Put the basket back in place. Now that the basket is safe and secure and ready for tightening, let's move on to the faucet. First, loosen the supply line from the faucet stem. After both hot and cold supply lines, be sure to make sure the pressure is released before doing that. Loosen the faucet. These are the faucet nuts. They secure the faucet to the stainless steel sink. When both faucet nuts are removed, the faucet can be removed easily. Remove the old faucet. Replace it with the new. With the new faucet in place, you can now put on the faucet washers. Snug it up gently by hand. Both nuts. Check to make sure your faucet is in the position that you want, and the hot is on the hot side and the cold is on the cold side. Give yourself just a little bit of wiggle room before tightening completely. Then return the supply line to the faucet. Again, hand tightening, making sure not to cross thread the plastic threads. Oh, there we go. Doing the job yourself, come up top and make sure the faucet is in the position you want it to be in. Then with a crescent wrench or a channel lock, just snug the nut to the supply line and the faucet.
Careful not to over tighten, because someday you're going to want to get this off, and you want to make that job easier for you or the next plumber that's in here. Snugging the supply lines up pretty well. Double check the faucet nuts. Make sure they're where you want them to be. And you should be good to go. We'll reassemble this drain and turn on the water. Two connections here. This tail pipe and nut attaches to the basket. Don't lose this strainer washer here. Then the PVC connection hooks to the drain. Probably easiest to drop the tail section into the drain. Again, careful not to cross thread and snug your nuts up by hand.